Tonight, we begin with the resurfacing of long queues for petrol in Abuja, the federal capital, which is raising fresh concerns about shortages of petroleum products at filling stations. The queues began to grow on Monday, but most filling stations in Abuja have progressively seen vehicle lines extending for meters. There are reports of possible increases in the pump price of petrol, while others blame the queues on logistics. There is no official explanation for the fresh queues. However, there are concerns about a report in the international media that the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited owes between $4 and $5 billion for some January fuel imports. But the state-owned oil company has described the reports as false and challenged the source of the report to name the traders the firm owes. Let's bring in the president of the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, Abubakar. Migandi, Garima, good to see you and thanks for your time. Well, it really looks a little bit confusing as to what exactly this is about this time around. Abubakar, what's going on?
Good evening, Nigerians. Well, in fact, there is availability of the product. But as of last week, we have a small challenge. But now the challenge is over. And that is why you have been seeing that in Lagos, there is no any queue, it's only in Abuja. And that one is because of the logistic challenges in terms of transportation from Lagos to Abuja. But I assure the masses, they should not panic because we get an assurance from the executive vice president downstream that the product is available, and we independent petroleum marketers, we go and load this product to the various depots. So the masses should not be panic in buying, because you know sometimes if there is any small distance, you will see people will start panicking. So actually there is product. But the panic is already there, and you say this is about logistics from Lagos in the southwest of Nigeria to Abuja, the northern part of the country. Could you expatiate what this logistics is about? Or when you say logistics? What I mean by logistic problem here, you know, when we buy the products, we have to transport it from Lagos, and it's by road. So whenever there is a small cutoff, no matter how small it is, like in Abuja here, they must be affected because the consumption is so high. But by now, if you check, some of the filling stations are weighted. So by tomorrow, you will see the reduction of this queue. Weighted, that's your technical language to mean that they have product. Yes, there is product, yes. So is this conversation also extending to the Nigerian government? Because your members, that's IPMAN, if they are concerned about the state of some Nigerian roads, then one would expect that you bring this conversation before the government. Is that happening at the moment? Oh, no. Well, in fact, the Nigerian roads now is a little bit fair compared to before, because anywhere you go, you will see they have started repairing the road. So we doesn't have much challenges, even though there is challenge, but it's not much compared to before. You know, the other story is that some people have hiked prices of petroleum products in their petrol station. Is that coming to the IPMAN executive? Well, you know, sometimes if these depot owners hike the price, we too, independent petroleum marketers, we have no choice because we normally get almost 70% of the product through them. So we too, we have to add a margin to see that we can be able to get a small profit. So this margin, how you know, is there a blanket margin? Give us a sense of the percentage of those who have hiked their prices. Perhaps people can have an idea of what this would mean. Is this just for Abuja petroleum stations or across Nigeria? No, you know, normally like these private depot owners presently, they are selling this product at the rate of 715 naira in Lagos. So we, our marketers, when they buy this product at the rate of 715 naira, we have to add our transportation cost. By the time when you add the transportation cost, then you have to put a small margin and sell your product. And how is that going with those who have
encountered? I go back to the issue of logistics because it seemed that you said that's the major problem of Abuja at the moment. Would you want to let us in on perhaps some of these road networks that your members are having problems with?
Well, just like what I have said, there are small challenges, but it's not much compared to before. Like, because before, right from immediately when you leave Lagos, it's pothole till you come to Abuja. But now there are some repairs. The only challenges that we have is just a minor challenges from Makwa to Abuja. So even though they are repairing the road now, seriously, the reconstruction is going on. So by the time when they finish this one, I know a truck can be able to come from Lagos to Abuja in 2 days or 1.5 days.
Now that you're here as IPMAN president, there must be some kind of concern you would love the government to actually pay attention to that will ultimately ease transportation of petroleum product from one point to the other.
Well, the concern is normal because even today I'm together with the Civil Defense Corps. We discuss the way we can be able to partner with them so that to reduce pipe vandalization. Because if our pipes are in proper shape, there is no need of transporting product from Lagos to Abuja. Because in Suleja Depot, there is a depot there. They can be able to pump the product from Lagos, from Port Harcourt to Suleja, or from Port Harcourt to Kaduna, or from Port Harcourt to Mina. All other northern parts, they can be able to push it there if there is no that pipe vandalization. And we raised the issue, and the Commandant General promised us he will engage us in partnership so that we can see to eradicate this menace of pipe vandalization, at the same time oil theft and other things.
Speaking of refineries, Dangote refinery has finally come on stream, no longer news. What's the partnership of IPMAN with the refinery? Well,
we are still in contact with the Dangote right from the time when he started selling this diesel. So actually what we tell him, we went to start buying direct from him instead of telling our members to go and buy through the multinational companies or to buy through the private depot. So we say he should try and allocate a certain product to us so that we can be able to buy direct, because buying direct through him is just like getting a lower rate. So when we get a lower rate, then we can buy, then we discharge in our filling station and sell at a lower rate to the masses, so that at least the masses will enjoy the benefit of that particular refinery.
Well, exciting news. Speaking of the masses, it will mean something for many of them. So how is that conversation going?
It is fruitful, because I know by next week, by God's grace, we are going there and sit down together with him and iron things.
So with this, we'll come back. Let's see if we can close with Abuja and the situation we're dealing with at the moment. How soon are we likely to see a thin out of the long queues in petrol stations?
Anytime from now, just like what I have told you, because even now, presently, the one cargo is the charging product in NIPCO PLC. And most of our marketers, they normally load product from there. So if we loaded, I know by 2 days you will see the issue will go. So as from by tomorrow, you will start seeing changes, because the NNPC too, they are always roaming about to see that actually the situation has changed.
Well, we'd like to thank you for your time, Abubakar, Migandi, Garima. Many thanks for speaking with us on News
Thank you very much. I'm very grateful.